Very good evening to everyone. I welcome all the participants and faculties of Mata Sundari College, Delhi University to day 9 of the certificate course on gender studies, which is being conducted by Forum for Democracy in collaboration with Department of Political Science and Internal Quality Assurance Cells, Mata Sundari College, Delhi University. I am Anjali Chahal, associated with Forum for Democracy as an advisor. There will be two sessions today. One on diversity and work, the first session, and second on reproductive rights. Our first session is a panel discussion on diversity and work, and we have two resource persons, Ms. Rashmi Mandloi ma'am and Ms. Sarika Bhattacharya ma'am, present here for the same. The session will be from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Before we move on to the session, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce a participant, our resource persons to the participants. Ms. Sarika Bhattacharya is founder and board member of Beyond Diversity Foundation, also Director, Development, Plaksha University, and Lead Advisor, Women in Tech. Ms. Bhattacharya is passionate about building inclusive businesses for creating a positive social and economic impact. She has over 20 years of experience for creating a positive social and economic impact. She has also worked with firms such as Merrill Lynch and ICICI Bank. Ma'am has also deep experience across investment banking, handling clients across India, Europe, USA, and Southeast Asia. In 2011, Ma'am decided to follow her passion in social innovation and successfully built Beyond Diversity, a purpose driven social enterprise. Beyond Diversity is recognized as one of the top global 10 diversity consulting firms with 150 plus organizations as clients. Currently, she is also pursuing her next passion to reimagine higher education and build future skills for next generation. As part of leadership team at Plaksha University, Sarika ma'am is also responsible for raising funds and donor stewardship for one of the largest collective philanthropy and build a world-class tech university. She's also a board member for nonprofits and startups. She contributes frequently for leading publications on topics of inclusion and related business issues. She is also a recognized speaker in national forums, industry associations, and academic institutions on social innovation, inclusive leadership, gender issues, and entrepreneurship. Ma'am has also been conferred with many awards such as Global Leadership in Mentoring Award by Hillary Clinton and Vital Voices USA. She is also listed amongst top 10 global diversity consultants in 2015, 16, and 17 by The Economist and The Guardian. Our second resource person, Ms. Rashmi Mandloi ma'am, is managing partner by Beyond Diversity Foundation. She's a leading inclusionist and action coach in Asia Pacific region. As managing partner with Beyond Diversity Foundation based in Mumbai, she leads the foundation's inclusion consulting and coaching practice. As a trusted advisor impacting 100 plus organizations, she has conceptualized and delivered some of the company's largest programs by enabling organizations to embrace a culture of inclusion. Her combined professional experience spans over 20 years with multinational organizations such as Deutsche Bank, Convergys India Services, and Standard Chartered Bank in the talent and diversity functions. Her research work include Women on Boards 2014, Inclusion in India in 2015, in association with IIM Ahmedabad, and Understanding LGBT from an ally's perspective. She's also a certified trainer on Women on Boards by IFC and World Bank. Ma'am has also been given Exceptional Woman of Excellence Award by Women by Economic Forum 2019. I welcome you both on behalf of FFT and Mata Sundari College for Women, University of Delhi. Now I would like to invite both the resource persons to start with the panel session and share their thoughts and views on diversity and work. Over to you, ma'am. You can
Thank you,
start.
Anjali. Thank you, Anjali. So I will start the session and I'll invite in Sarika in about 5-7 minutes. So very, very excited to, so be part of this entire session, and always a pleasure both for me and Sarika to be speaking to young minds. So good afternoon to all of you. And today's session, in fact, both of us were discussing that we need to make it very conversational. So it's not going to be Gyan session, but it will be more around understanding what's happening around us as a woman and how it is shaping our narrative for ourselves. So the session today will be, I will give a 5-7 minute, sort of overview of what is happening in India with respect to women in the country, especially the young women in the country. And then we will, sort of then talk about what are these kind of things which are actually shaping our narratives to be the way we are. So without further ado, I am going to be sharing my screen. Let me know if you all can see it. I'm not able to get the share screen option. I mean, I'm getting the share, but it's not, that blue option is not coming.
It should come, I think, on share screen.
Rashmi, it should come now because it was earlier just a single participant. I've seen now somebody has done it multiple participants. You should be able to share now.
Okay, 1 second. No, I'm doing it right now also, but that that button is not coming. There is an option saying share computers sound, but the share button is still not, it's deactivated. Suchi, would you?
Yeah, is the PowerPoint open on your?
Yes, it is open. It is open, very much open.
Because even I am the co-host, I am able to share the screen. I don't know what's.
If you want, you can quickly email it across to me and I will share the screen on your behalf.
Yeah, okay. Because Suchi, what we did was I shared you that thing, but it was, we just changed it a little bit. Sarika, I'm just sharing it with you.
Share it with me on WhatsApp faster.
Email. I have not opened my WhatsApp on screen. Just shared it.
It will be nice if you show your face and you be there on the video.
Yes, girls. I mean, it's nice to, in fact, whenever I facilitate a session, I always get a lot of energy when I see people and their faces, because then it's not just speaking to a screen, but speaking to real people. So it'll be great to see your faces.
Yeah, so those who can please come on screen. Maybe.
Sarika, did you get it? Okay, you're on mute.
I'm saying you've sent it to Beyond Diversity email ID, right?
Yeah.
I am just, it's not come yet.
Really sorry.
Maybe, Rashmi, you can continue and I'll pull it up as soon as it comes.
Yes. So I actually wanted to, and I'm just 1 second, I'm just looking at it, but it's gone. Suchi, in fact, I had given you that presentation. Would you be able to share it otherwise? Because then I'll understand by the time Sarika's presentation will come.
Just 1 second.
मम्मा इधर आना ये बोतल पकड़ा दो.
Who's not muted? Arshpreet, can you please mute yourself? Why people are unmuting themselves and not putting on their camera? You have to keep yourself muted, right? So, share screen. Is it fine? Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Okay, can you make it into full screen? Yeah, fine. So, so if you can get onto the first slide, I actually wanted to, if you can get onto the first slide, Suchi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before I talk about Beyond Diversity, I just wanted to, talk about a little bit about myself. So I, as Anjali had said that, I lead Beyond Diversity currently, and I actually have about 20 years plus experience. And my passion is all about being inclusive. So I actually look at, having an inclusive world. So a better world, a better equal world. And that's what our passion of Beyond Diversity is as well, which talks about building a better world where differences are accepted. So over the last 8 years since we started, post moving out of our corporate careers, both Sarika and me, in fact we started this entire thing in 2011 2012, and it's now about 8 years, and we're very, very proud to say that we have impacted about 100 plus organizations and almost 1 lakh of individuals, out of which women are one of our biggest target group that we've been working along a long time. So that's about me and about Beyond Diversity. If you can get to the next slide, Suchi. So before I actually, give we start talking about what is happening around us, I just wanted to talk about the current scenario, about what is happening with women in India. So if you look at it, if you look at the higher education space, there are more enrollments for higher education, which has increased from 1.2 million to 17.4 million from 2011 to 2018. This is an 2018, statistics. But in spite of that, our gender gap index, which comes from the World Economic Forum, we are number 112 as compared to 153 countries which are surveyed around this, which is really, really bad. In fact, countries which are like Bangladesh and Pakistan are ahead of us. In terms of the pandemic, which has sort of impacted every one of us, there has been for women, in fact, there has been a spike in domestic violence and increased fragility to unemployment. In fact, most of the women who have lost jobs currently, most of the people who have lost jobs currently across the world and across sectors, more of them have been women. And they're also on the front lines to outbreak. If you look at it, all the service sector, all the nurses, all the, the workers at the ground level, most of them have been women. So they've got impacted also a lot in that aspect. But having said it in this context as well, ambition of women, as there was a Center for Creative Studies 2011 study which had come in, slightly dated, but it still talked about women and their ambition being highest for India and China as compared to say US or the UK. So, and that is what, and I don't see the ambition, sort of levels, sort of coming down in the last 9 years. I think it's increased quite a bit. So that's a little number talking which is happening. Suchi, if you can go to the next slide. Then there is this case of more young women. If you look at it, I mean, if you look at our education system also, if you see any of the CBSE, ICSE board exam results, you will see that women are always the toppers. In fact, they are successfully clearing the exams also as compared to boys. When they get into the college level, and that's what you all are also currently, most of you are in your graduate and your postgraduate courses, there are more women who are actually, sort of joining these postgraduate courses as compared to men. But what is the dichotomy is that the courses that they are applying to, which is that women are pursuing, is still one of those dated ones. They're not around the new artificial intelligence, technology, and very few people who are, any which ways there is a stereotype and bias about women in STEM. And women continue to be in those, MA, MCOM, Master in Library Science, Master in Education. That is where we see the maximum number of enrollments which are happening. And the upward mobility of women after doing the education, somewhere down the line, it just vanishes, because there's so many women who are actually joining these courses, but not enough joining professional courses. But even those women who are actually doing their MA and MPhil, etc., they're still not actually coming into the workforce. And that is how it's showing in a gender gap index as well. Of the some few out of that number which are actually joining work, what is happening is that 48% are actually dropping within 1 to 4 years of work experience. And so if you look at it, the funnel was nice. It was 50-50% funnel, but within 5 years, there's a full skewed ratio, which is impacting to the larger. So if you have 50% of the people joining in the first year, and that, that actually becoming another less than 50% for the people. So if you see, the growth of women in organization and in any kind of professional sector is actually reducing. So our role models, our CEOs, our senior leaders who are going to be the women, there are very few women leaders who we can see in the top. And that is across. If you look at multinational organization, if you look at government organizations, if you look at NGOs, and if you even look at the political hierarchy here in the country. So the status women, though, has changed, but is completely not equal. And as per the World Economic Forum, the gender gap index will take about 99.5 years to sort of, if you can move to the, if you can do a touch, Suchi. Yeah, the gender gap narrow will take about 99.5 years or 100 years. And all of us right now here in this, on this call, I'm sure will not be alive to watch that, but that's the scenario in the country right now. And it's really, really dismal. If you can go to the next slide. So based on our work that we've been doing over the last 8-9 years, and based on our experiences also that we've been doing, working around, and what the statistics are showing, there are 5 characteristics of Indian women which are coming up. One, the adherence to social norms. Whatever has been told to us, हमको जो बोला जाता है हम वही करते हैं, हम उसको accept कर लेते हैं और हम उसको उसके ऊपर we never challenge that. So if you are told that you need to be a nurturer, a caregiver, a good wife, we adhere to that. We because that's somewhere down the line वही हमको सिखाया गया है, हम वही हम करना चाहते हैं. The second part around gender socialization around women and their roles is also constant. As I said, women is a nurturer and caregiver, and man is the breadwinner of the family, and that is not changing at all. Stereotypes and biases are easily accepted without an alternative perspective. Women are told that you're not good for this, you're not good in math, so don't get into, so women don't get into the STEM roles. Women are told that, physical roles like, even physical activities like, getting onto the, what do you say, the work floor around manufacturing, etc. There are less women out there. So physical aspect of women is also challenged, and nobody challenges that. So stereotypes and biases are there, and we'll talk about it when we, sort of go through the conversation. Plus, there is an uneven level playing field. So your story, though we all are in this big universe, but your story is different than my story. I might be a woman from a small village who has never, looked at, never studied in an English medium school, and has come and reached a certain place to a certain, to somebody else who could be living in a city, studied in a convent, educated, English speaking, and your reality and your shaping of, what do you say, your touch points with the outer world will be different than mine. My story would be saying that Anna, I'm walking 5 kilometers a day to get a glass of water because water is not easily available to me. And your story will be that, I can easily go and get a glass of water just on the tap. I'll just walk the corner. So every person, every human being is very, very different than each other. So when we end up saying that all women, ye sab women ka hota hai, ye sab ke liye hota hai, it is not. It is the intersectionality of class, caste, privilege, religion play a large role in the growth of women as well. And that we need to be very, very cognizant of. And coupled with that, the confidence in speaking out is really less. Most of the women, and I've seen, I'll talk to Sarika around, and jab humne kaam shuru ki thi 20 saal pehle, it was very, very, we never used to challenge. I do see a lot of more, what do you say, assertive individuals currently, assertive women who are coming to the workforce. But generically speaking, women do not speak up. And then again, there are various reasons that are around the same thing. So let's now talk about these 5 norms. I would now like to invite, if you can get to the next slide, Suchi, Sarika. Anjali gave a very nice introduction about Sarika, but I know Sarika for the last decade or so. She is my 3 a.m. friend. And, but, her story, in fact, I think we need to just start talking about it. Born and raised in Kolkata, lived across and worked across various continents. And she's an epitome of career resilience. She, from an investment banker to starting a startup like Beyond Diversity to currently pursuing a passion around education. I think it'll be great to, sort of be in conversation with her to understand, because she also operated from these various things that is all getting us down. But how did she, sort of go from here and have a different kind of a life and made her mark, is what we'll be discussing, talking within the framework of the 5 norms that we discussed right now. So Sarika, if you can come on board, and if you can stop sharing this screen, Dr. Suchi.
Thanks, Rashmi. And I think you did a little too much of saying, because initially first Anjali embarrassed me and now you have embarrassed me. But everyone, thank you so much. Very excited to speak to young minds. कुछ अगर चेहरे भी दिख जाते सिर्फ नाम की जगह तो और अच्छा हो जाता. तो लगता है कि हम आपस में बात कर रहे हैं. अभी लग रहा है जैसे ब्लैक स्क्रीन ब्लैक बॉक्स में बात कर रहे हैं. But leave the choice to you.
Actually, we all need to be very, very interactive in this session. Otherwise, the session will not be really effective.
ये आज आपका टाइम है. आप 1 घंटा अपना टाइम निकाल रहे हो, 1 घंटा हम लोग अपना टाइम निकाल रहे हैं. ये आपके हाथ में है कि आप इस टाइम को किस तरीके से यूज करें. So if you want to ultimately just listen to yet another ज्ञान session, it's up to you. Or if you want to actually learn something and say, हाँ आज एक बात सीखी है हम लोग, या एक नए लोगों से हम मिले और हमें अच्छा लगा. So it's up to you completely.
Very good. Arshpreet, Pragya, please tell your friends to come on screen.
It's okay, we are just women. अगर ढंग से कपड़े नहीं पहने हुए हैं, कुछ इशू है, बैकग्राउंड सही नहीं है, मेरे भी बैकग्राउंड में सही नहीं है, बहुत कुछ होता है. It's okay. अब वर्क फ्रॉम होम हो गया है, टीचर भी अभी क्लास में नहीं है, सब जूम में है, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. हाँ,
so nice to see faces. So
एनर्जी मिलती है. अभी हम लोग कितने 1 2 3 4 5 6 लोगों को देख रहे हैं. और लोग कहाँ हैं? सबके ऑन द वाईफाई. Great to see you. So anyways, as Rashmi said, 3 बजे बहुत बार फोन करके परेशान करती है. Not that कि 3 बजे मैं जगी हुई रहती हूँ, but हम लोग की conversation चलती रहेगी. But this conversation is for you. So any questions, no questions is stupid questions, no question is non-important questions. Everything will be shared within this group. I must share this with you कि there was one point of time जब हम भी आपकी तरह सब कॉलेज में थे, and हम लोग भी we were waiting to get into the workforce. हम लोग भी अपने जॉब इंटरव्यूज देते थे. बहुत सोच के आए थे, अरे कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ होगा, मजा आएगा, बैग लेके जाएंगे, तैयार होके मीटिंग्स करेंगे, प्रेजेंटेशंस बनाएंगे. But there are a lot of other things also which you will find. जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतेगा, there will be a lot of things which जो अभी एक यंग एज में नहीं शायद दिख रहा हो, और ज्यादा क्लोजली आप लोग को देखने को मिलेगा. The whole purpose is it, what are those things which you will see closely at the workplace being a woman professional, and also is there a way to tackle it? क्योंकि हम लोग जिस इरा में रहते हैं, अब आपने देखा 100 साल लगेंगे जेंडर गैप को बदलने में. अब 100 साल तो ना मेरी हम लोग के तो भाई उतना तो नहीं रहना, पर आप लोग भी शायद ना रहे जब तक उतने चेंजेस. बट if we can't change the world, can we then adapt it in such a way that we are able to tackle and be resilient to it and step up to the challenge of it? And can we support others also during this time? So that's the whole purpose.
Yeah. So Sarika, I mean, ये हम लोग वैसे हमारी अभी 20-22 साल की हमारी एक्सपीरियंस हो गई है. But tell me, the gender norms which were there, I mean the social norms जो हमको बोला गया था, हमको ये करना चाहिए, हमको ये नहीं करना चाहिए, ये अभी तक है, or do you think it's changing?
See, I'll just give you a quick background, Rashmi. आपने बोला कि I'm a Marwari actually, born and brought up in Calcutta. When I was 26 years old, that's the time I first decided, first rebel. Actually not even before that. 12th grade तक तो all girls school में पढ़े, because that was the gender norm कि भैया लड़कियों को कोएड स्कूल में नहीं भेजना चाहिए. और कैलकाटा में all boys और all girls स्कूल बहुत सारे थे, unlike दिल्ली. तो वो एक टाइम पूरा निकल गया कि कभी बंदों से बात ही नहीं की. फिर उसके बाद जब कॉलेज आए तो सबसे पहले ये आया कि भाई हॉस्टल नहीं भेजना है. 2-3 अच्छे कॉलेजेस में बैंगलोर में और बहुत अच्छे ऑफर्स आए थे, बट पापा ने नहीं भेजे, बिकॉज टिपिकल ट्रेडिशनल मारवाड़ी फैमिली. एंड उसमें भी जब कैलकाटा में आया तो एक ऑप्शन था कि लेडी प्रभुवन कॉलेज विच वाज ऑल गर्ल्स कॉलेज जैसे आप लोग हो, और एक ऑप्शन था जेवियर्स college, which my foot down. If you're not allowing me to go out, I have to study in Xavier's because Xavier's is much better brand name. पर अगर सच बात बोला जाए तो उस समय ये था कि भैया मुझे कोएड कॉलेज में पढ़ना है, थोड़ी दुनिया देखनी है, वापस से मुझे गर्ल्स कॉलेज में नहीं जाना है. I'll be honest with you. तो बहुत जेंडर नॉर्म्स थे उस जमाने में, बहुत सोसाइटल नॉर्म्स थे. जब फिर MBA के लिए आया, जब MBA क्लियर किया, जिस दिन मेरा MBA कॉलेज का नाम नहीं होते थे तो हम देख नहीं पाते थे, हमें एक चिट्ठी आती थी या हमें कॉल करना पड़ता था, वो नॉर्मल फोन होते थे, फोन उठा उठा के हम लोग ट्राई करते रहते थे कि कभी तो कॉल लग जाए, पता चले हमारा नाम आया कि नहीं आया। तो आई वॉज इन अ टिपिकल मारवाड़ी फैमिली जहाँ पे कि अभी ग्रेजुएशन हो गया तो उसकी शादी कर दो, तो ऑलरेडी रिश्ते आने स्टार्ट हो गए, तो मेरी बड़ी टेंशन हो गई थी क्योंकि मेरे पापा ने कहा अगर एमबीए नहीं मिलेगा तो शादी कर लेना। सो दैट वाज द ऑप्शन, सो फॉर मी एमबीए वाज an option to get out of the house and, you know, escape marriage. So I'm just sharing all these with you to give you ki was I very, at your age, was I very ambitious? I was ambitious to escape marriage. I was ambitious to escape a joint family. I was ambitious to escape Calcutta, period. That was the only ambition I had. And then, of course, in my MBA college, I was lucky. I was relatively good in studies. So, मुझे वो Merrill Lynch का offer मिल गया, which was a blue chip company. They asked me to, there was a L'Oreal job offer which they wanted me to move to Paris, which was out of the question. My parents simply said no. फिर Merrill Lynch का offer आया, they asked me to move to Bombay for 6 months. तो 6 महीने के लिए तो हाँ कर दिया. फिर उसके बाद रोड होके मुझे कैलकाटा लाया गया कि नहीं अब भैया कैलकाटा से आप ऑपरेट करो. And by that time I had a boyfriend who was a Bengali, so उससे ज़्यादा बड़ी मैंने गलती कर नहीं सकते थे हम लोग. So all those things has already happened. So by the time I started working, my parents had kind of given up on me. तो उन्होंने कहा कि यार ये अब जो कर रही है, अब मेरा था कि किसका पेशेंस बटन पहले दबेगा. उन्होंने बोला बंगाली लड़के से शादी करनी नहीं है. मैंने बोला अगर इससे शादी नहीं करनी है तो मैं शादी नहीं करूंगी. मारवाड़ी लड़की 26 साल की घर में बैठी कैसे सोच सकते हो? तो भाई क्वेश्चन आंसर करते रहो कि क्यों नहीं शादी कर रही है, क्यों नहीं शादी कर रही है, क्या करोगे, जबरदस्ती तो मंडप में नहीं बैठा सकते हो ना. सो ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आई काइंड ऑफ रियलाइज दैट इफ यू स्टिक टू योर गन्स, अगर आपकी कन्विक्शन हो और बिलीफ हो, एंड इट डजंट मैटर फॉर व्हाट रीजंस. As I said, my ambition initially was not to study very well or to do big things. I just knew I want to be financially independent, which every Marwari girl has it in her blood, that they want to be financially independent, but also to, you know, do things at my own accord. अब वो झगड़ा करो या कोई को सामने वाले को समझ में आए या ना आए, you still have to stand your ground. Fast forward, I would say what, 20 years? I've been married for now 20 years. Fast forward 20 years. There have been many societal norms which still exist. अभी लास्ट हफ्ते करवा चौथ हुआ, अभी 3-4 दिन पहले. वो एक्सपेक्टेड है कि भैया शादीशुदा हो तो करवा चौथ हो, करोगे ही करोगे. There are many societal norms of saying कि if your husband moves, you will move along with him, which I also did. Whenever my husband moved with the job, even Rashmi did, we moved along with it. Why? It was expected. And we also went around with it because हम उस जनरेशन से थे जो हमें लगता था कि हम इस नॉर्म को ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते. हम में करेज नहीं था कि हम अकेले रह सके और बोले कि नहीं हम अकेले भी रह सकते हैं और शादी को हम ऐसा चांस थे. जबकि मेरे यंगर कजन्स हैं वो कर रहे हैं, वो लोग अलग अलग रह के भी मैनेज कर रहे हैं. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ सोसाइटल नॉर्म्स I would say which still persist, but I will never say this is one there's any one particular story of there's never any absolute truth. आपका सच और मेरा सच बहुत डिफरेंट होगा बिकॉज सर्कमस्टेंसेस और जिस माहौल में आप रह रहे हो और जो सिचुएशन में आप लोग देख रहे हो और जो सिचुएशन में मैं देख रही हूँ उसका रिएक्शन बहुत डिफरेंट होगा. ऑल्सो जिस टाइप की पर्सनालिटी आप हो या जिस टाइप की पर्सनालिटी मैं हूँ उसमें बहुत होगा. लेकिन सोसाइटल एंड जेंडर नॉर्म्स, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग रश्मि, मुझे बहुत ज्यादा चेंज होते हुए नहीं दिख रहा है. हम अगर थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस देखते हैं तो वो 1% या 0.1% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन में आया है.
नहीं, so the change is not there. In fact, मेरी स्टोरी जो है, मेरे पिताजी आर्मी में थे तो मैं तो हर एक जगह पे घूम रही थी and you know and it was so called a very very open transparent thing. But हमको भी the general norms जो थे कि हाँ you know शाम को जल्दी घर जाना शादी करना, you know have an education but शादी करो and of course you know be that you know that what you say Sita, don't become like a Kali. That's what has been told to everybody. So that's not changed at all. Huh?
बंगाल में दुर्गा बोलते हैं कि
दुर्गा बोलते हैं. Yeah, so कोई माँ बोलेगी
लक्ष्मी बनना लेकिन दुर्गा मत बनना.
हाँ. So but the point is, but you said ना very nicely सारिका, आपने बोला कि ना courage होना चाहिए, conviction होना चाहिए. तो courage और conviction कैसे लाएं? अभी हम लोग इतने confused रहते हैं अभी. I mean at this age, I think you know they will be all Suchi, they'll be about 19, 20, 21 years. The girls. Yeah. So, you know, at this point of time, there's so much of happening, you know, you are also trying to figure out your own independence. You're also figuring out कि अच्छा शादी करनी है, अच्छा boyfriend है, अच्छा माँ बाप कुछ बोल रहे हैं. How do you get that courage of convictions? Sarika, do you have
एक चीज करो, that don't let your education and your hard work, यार 10th के बोर्ड के लिए भी पढ़ाई की, 12th के बोर्ड के लिए भी पढ़ाई की, अभी देखो ये क्लासेस भी कर ही रहे हो, अब शाम का दिन है, you would have wanted to go out and have fun, unfortunately pandemic है तो आप डॉक्टर शुचि के क्लास में बैठे हो यहाँ पर, but at the end of the day जो भी है मेहनत कर रहे हो तो कुछ तो ज्ञान भी ले रहे हो, कुछ ज्ञान दोगे भी लोगों को, don't let it go for waste. Make sure you are productive in some form or the other and make sure you are financially independent. ये बहुत जरूरी है, बाकी सब चीजें जाए भाड़ में. There's no guy, and I'm telling you after 20 years of experience, getting married for 17 years and dating the same guy, I mean, how loser big I can, I dated the same guy and married the same guy, what a big loser I am. But I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter whether it's arranged marriage or it's love marriage or whether it's a boyfriend or whatever, you should always be financially independent. कोई बंदे पे depend मत रहो. It doesn't matter what stage of life you are in. And that is one thing which you owe it to the education which you received, whether it's your parents, whether आपकी मेहनत, whatever. बहुत लोगों की मेहनत गई है. And it is time for you to be productive and give it back in some form or the other. That is one thing. So the courage and conviction first needs to come in from the fact कि भैया मुझे independent होना है. भैया कल को अगर किसी ने नहीं किया तो चलो निकलो कट. But you know, I always had this कि it doesn't matter who it was, I should have.
Don't be dependent on somebody else.
On
Be
others.
independent on your own way.
Yeah, exactly. Second thing is, any courage and conviction comes with your own commitment to whatever you're trying to achieve. अगर आपको लगता है कि मुझे कुछ करके दिखाना है, कुछ करके निकलना है, उसके फिर आगे पीछे बाकी सब चीजें ना वर्कआउट हो जाती है. And I'm telling you from my personal experience, personal example. अगर आपके पास एक्चुअली कुछ करने को और उसके अगेंस्ट में अगर आप बड़े शिद्दत से अगर आप कुछ अपने, मैं कभी भी कोई एक प्रोजेक्ट लेती हूँ या कोई भी मेरा प्रोजेक्ट, मेरे गोल या मेरे एम भी मेरी प्रोजेक्ट होती है, I actually write down each and every step by step कि ये करने के लिए मुझे क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा, and then I just move towards it. फिर मुझे ना आगे पीछे कुछ दिखाई नहीं देता क्योंकि मुझे वो चीज चाहिए. And of course over the age, over the period of time, with experience it gets much more refined, but that's how it is. I can see 2 hands being raised for questions. Rashmi, I'll leave it to you how you would want to.
Yeah, so Pragya and Reet, Pragya, would you want to ask your question? Let's take it right now. You're on mute, Pragya.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is, do you think that like we all live in a metropolitan city? You were also there in Kolkata, and ma'am, that is why we are talking about education right now, that we have to be financially independent so as to live the way we want to live, isn't it? This is our basic point. But ma'am, बहुत सारे ऐसे एरिया है जिनको एजुकेशन अब तक मिल नहीं रही है. जैसे मैम ने कहा, जो पानी लाने के लिए भी दूर तक जाना पड़ता है किसी को. तो मैम ये बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जो अफेक्ट करते हैं एक वुमेन की लाइफ को, बिकॉज मेल्स आर नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड कि वो पानी भर के लाएंगे, जबकि बेटी पढ़ने जा रही है स्कूल में. बेटा जा सकता है पर बेटी नहीं जाएगी. तो मैम ये भी
बढ़ गया, ये आपने बहुत सही बोला है और ये बहुत देखा जाता है. आप सिर्फ ये आप ऐसे लोकेशन की बात कर रहे हो, गांव में नहीं, आप अर्बन एरियाज में भी आपको दिखेंगे, हमारे प्रिविलेज सेक्शंस में भी दिखेंगे कि अगर कोई लड़की है उसको अगर कोई बहुत बढ़िया कॉलेज में मिल जाए या कोई हायर एजुकेशन के लिए ऑप्शन मिल जाए, और सपोज फैमिली हैज द ऑप्शन टू ओनली सेंड 1 kid, दे विल प्रेफर सेंडिंग द मेल किड. इर्द गिर्द अगर आप देखोगे, आपके फैमिली में इर्द गिर्द में भी बहुत मिलेगा सुनने को. तो ऐसा नहीं है, ये मुझे सुनने को मिला है. जब मेरे पापा ने मुझे MBA स्कूल के लिए भेजा था तो मेरे रिलेटिव्स ने मेरे पापा को जाके कहा कि आप पैसे क्यों बर्बाद कर रहे हो, पढ़ी लिखी लड़की के लिए लड़का ढूंढना मुश्किल हो जाएगा हमारे समाज में, तो आप उसकी शादी, इतने पैसे खर्च करके आप वो पैसे आप शादी में खर्च कर दो. और ये मेरे सामने ये बात हो रही है, ये भी नहीं कि पीठ पीछे बात हो रही है, ये मेरे सामने में मेरे ही बुआ, मेरी ही फूफो, मेरे ही मौसा, मैंने जो एक होते हैं ना. तो आप जो कह रहे हो प्रज्ञा, अनफॉर्चुनेटली यस, अपने जो प्रिविलेज क्लास से आते हैं, शायद हमारे पास थोड़ी सी बेटर साधन होती है. जो अंडर प्रिविलेज क्लास से आते हैं और भी आते हैं. लेकिन एक बात एक और मैं बोलूंगी प्रज्ञा आपको, मैंने ये देखा है, हम बहुत बार हमने गांव के या हमारे सेमी अर्बन फैमिलीज को हम बहुत अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं. कभी कभी मैंने देखा है प्रिविलेज क्लास की हम लोग लड़कियां जो होते हैं, हम शॉर्टकट लेते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे पास वो साधन है शॉर्टकट लेने की. माँ बाप ने कहा शादी कर लो, चलो अच्छा लड़का है, मुझे कुछ करना, मेरे को क्या करना, रोज सुबह क्यों मैं 9 बजे की लोकल पकड़ के मैं ऑफिस जाऊं, क्यों इतनी चिक चिक करूं, क्यों मैंने माथा पिची करूं, फिर आके घर संभालूं, फिर ये करूं, बिकॉज स्ट्रगल है, विमेन की लाइफ में अनफॉर्चुनेटली स्ट्रगल है। हम वो बहुत बार शॉर्टकट ले लेते हैं कि चलो मेरा हस्बैंड अच्छा खासा कमाता है मैं ले लूं, बट अंडर प्रिविलेज बैकग्राउंड में, रूरल एरियाज में, सेमी अर्बन एरियाज में जिनका घर नहीं चल सकता है और जो पढ़ी लिखी नहीं भी है, वो तब भी कुछ ना कुछ काम करती है, वो उसके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है, वो घर जाके मेड बनती है, वो खाना बनाएगी, वो सिलाई बनाई का काम करेगी, वो हैंडीक्राफ्ट बनाएगी, वो खेत में जाके काम करेगी, वो हर रकम का काम करती है। अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारी जो एडुकेटेड क्लास होती है ना, हमने देखा उनमें सबसे ज्यादा लोग हैं जिन लोग एडुकेटेड वुमेन क्लास में, वहां से ज्यादा ड्रॉप आउट होती है जो वर्कफोर्स में नहीं जाती है। बाकी जगह पे वर्कफोर्स में है, वो अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में, तो उनकी काउंटिंग नहीं हो पाती है। सो देयर इज अ, हमें कहीं पे माइंड में ये है कि हम सोचते हैं कि मेरे पहले माँ बाप ने पढ़ा दिया, माँ बाप ने कर लिया, फिर मेरे पति ने कर लिया, चलो मैंने 2 साल के लिए शौक के लिए नौकरी भी कर ली, पर शादी हो गई, बच्चा हो गया, चलो मेरे पास ऑप्शन है, मेरे को बच्चा देखना, ठीक है आपने ब्रेक लिया, पर अब वापस जाने का मन नहीं कर रहा है। क्यों? क्योंकि हस्बैंड हैज रीच्ड इनटू अ पॉइंट वेयर ही इज अर्निंग वेल, मुझे क्या जरूरत है। ये ऑप्शन हम प्रिविलेज क्लासों ज्यादा, ना कि उन क्लासों में, तो वो भी आप सोचिए।
तो आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपने बोली सारिका। इनफैक्ट जो स्टीरियोटाइप्स जो है, ऐसे बोला गया है कि हम women himself are perpetuating those stereotypes. So अगर बोला जाता है like कि अच्छा बच्चे 2 साल में काम कर लिया, अभी क्या नौकरी की क्या जरूरत है करने की, तो आप लोग easily drop out कर देते हो. But now at that point of time then you will say कि अच्छा I'm not getting the right if I want to go and work, because then it's not suiting you at that point of time. So I think we should the entire gender norms around what is expected of a gender and what is not expected of a gender, we need to be starting to talk about it. But tell me Sarika, isme bias or stereotypes kahan se aate hain? I mean, there are a lot of stereotypes also around women and what they are willing to do. Like for aap investment banker thi, तो इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर में तो मैंने सुना है कि सिर्फ लड़के ही इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर्स होते हैं। मैं अगर आंख बंद करूं तो मुझे सिर्फ इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर लड़का ही दिखाई देता है। तो how did you break those kind of gender norms?
Ashmi, when I joined, मैं पहले ट्रेडिंग डेस्क में बैठती थी। ये जो आप लोग बोलते हो ना शेयर मार्केट और ये सब, तो पहले मुझे वो ट्रेडिंग डेस्क में डाला था। द ओनली डिफरेंस वाज मैं शेयर मार्केट में नहीं थी, मैं गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज के डेस्क में थी, जिसमें ज्यादा स्ट्रेस होता है बिकॉज द डील्स आर वेरी बिग। वहाँ 100 करोड़ की एक बार में डील होती है। अब आई वाज द ओनली गर्ल, बाकी जो तो लड़कियां थी सेक्रेटरी लेवल पे थी। आई वाज द ओनली व्हाट यू कॉल क्वालिफाइड गर्ल इन दैट ट्रेडिंग डेस्क। हमारे रोटेशंस में होते थे कि 6 महीना यहाँ काम करो, 6 महीना यहाँ काम करो टू लर्न द बिजनेस। तो ट्रेडिंग डेस्क में जब बिठाया गया तो अब वो बंदों को इतनी आदत थी, बिकॉज बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल, बहुत हाई प्रेशर जॉब होता था। अब उनको बड़ी आदत थी स्ट्रेस में उल्टे पुल्टे भाषा यूज करना, द काइंड ऑफ the words which you typically, we women will not use, or we will very blush. And I'm talking about what 22 years ago. I was also a young girl at that point of time. शुरू में खराब लगता था, but I also realized, Rashmi, and I will tell you, do not stand up for it, but at that point of time I was pragmatic about it also. I was a little practical. I was the only girl. अगर मैं ज्यादा रोना धोना करूं या उस चीज को लेके करूं, क्या होगा, मुझे निकाल दिया जाएगा, मुझे लर्निंग का अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलेगा। मैं शुरू में 1 हफ्ता चुप रही, दूसरे हफ्ता मेरे बॉस ने रियलाइज किया कि जब भी वो लोग इस टाइप की वर्ड्स कोई, मेरा बॉस यूज नहीं करते थे, देयर वर अदर गाइज हु वुड यूज इट, व्हेन दे स्टार्टेड यूजिंग इट, I would simply get up and walk away from the room. I'll take a whatever bathroom break or whatever, I would walk away. And he started noticing this pattern. So I don't know what happened. A week, 10 days later, वो काफी कम हो गया। अगर कोई भूल से अगर मुंह से किसी के निकल भी जाता था ना, तो सॉरी बोलते रहते थे। So I understood that they have had this discussion and they suddenly realized that there's a girl in the room and they should not talk like that. So many a times आप किस तरीके से बिहेव करते हो, आपको ये भी देखना है कि वो आपके लिए किस तरीके से, क्योंकि हम बहुत आसानी से बोलते हैं कि नहीं भैया मैं तो भाई नारी मुक्ति मोर्चा निकल जाऊंगी कि ये गलत है, ये करो वो करो, बट उसका भी एक तरीका है। मैं ये नहीं बोलती आप सहन करो, और उसका भी एक तरीका है टू मेक पीपल रियलाइज, बिकॉज दे हैव नेवर वर्कड विद अ वुमन बिफोर। कोई वुमन था ही नहीं, तो उनको वो दिमाग में नहीं आया और वो प्रेशर में कुछ भी बोल देते थे which they would not realize that they need to be sensitive about it. तो I am saying वर्क प्लेसेस में बहुत बार ऐसे आएंगे। जस्ट टू गिव अनदर एग्जांपल, ये आजकल जो नया चलन है, हम लोग के टाइम पे नहीं था। आई थिंक रश्मि प्लीज पिच इन, यू हैव आल्सो फेस्ड दिस। आजकल क्या होता है कि किसी से मिलते हो तो तुरंत हाफ हग करके एयर किसिंग होते हैं, मुआ मुआ, I mean, बंदा हो या बंदी हो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I come from a conservative family. For me, touch me not is very important. But over the years, you open yourself because you've worked in a place and you realize that the person doesn't mean. क्योंकि अब US जाते हैं, UK जाते हैं, Europe जाते हैं, it's a very normal way of greeting. Now, you have to realize what is the cultural context. अब एक बार एक किस्सा ऐसा हुआ कि for me it was becoming normal, but somebody I knew who was working under me, who came from a tier 2, tier 3 town, उसने कभी ऐसा चीज एक्सपीरियंस किया नहीं. अब उसके साथ एक बंदे ने आके जस्ट हाफ हक किया, जैसे नहीं होता है वेलकम वेलकम टू द टीम करके, वो बंदी ने पूरा ऐसे झटक दिया. एंड उसके बाद वो आके मुझे बोली मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लगा. तो मैंने बोला कि देखो ये नॉर्मल है, ऐसा नहीं है, बट नहीं अच्छा लगा, ठीक है, स्पीक टू दैट गाय. अब उस चीज का बहुत, अब मुझे उस बंदे को भी समझाना पड़ा, उस बंदी को भी समझाना पड़ा, दोनों तरफ से. उस बंदे को समझाना पड़ा कि सी शी कम्स फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हर कल्चरल पर्सपेक्टिव. एंड बंदी को भी समझाना पड़ा कि पॉसिबली ही डिडंट मीन इट इन दैट वे, आपने एक इशारा कर दिया है, उसको भी समझ में आ जाएगा कि दैट यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल, सो स्टे अवे. So what I'm trying to say is that there are many such gender norms at workplace. When I was pregnant, मुझसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये पूछा गया था, काम करोगी ना आगे जाके? तो I was like, हाँ, I mean क्वेश्चन क्यों है, प्रेग्नेंट हूँ, बीमार नहीं हूँ, मैंने it's not a what you call this thing. So these were kind of things we have all faced. I mean, at the end of
actually,
the day,
what you say is all right, but you know, sometimes the men also, and this is more from a workspace perspective, they feel that they're doing a good big favor for women by telling them not to do this, or you know, and they're actually supportive there. And sometimes उनको भी they're also unconsciously blind about it. जब उनको बताया जाता है कि देखो आप अगर इन लोग को ऐसे support करके बोला जाता है कि जल्दी चले जाओ, मीटिंग पे मत रहो, रात को देर हो जाएगा, you're actually not helping the women grow. And I think वो सारा conversation आजकल, you know, it's happening at the workspace a lot of time. But talking about gender socialization, एक story है मेरे पास. I was doing one research, and there was this young girl who had just joined from an engineering college in one of these मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फर्म्स इन पूना, और वो थी मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर, और उसको वहां पर बोला गया भैया तुम शॉप फ्लोर में तुम मशीन्स के पास जा नहीं सकते हो, तुम ऑफिस में बैठो. वो लड़की बोल रही है कि नहीं मैं तो इंजीनियर हूँ, मैंने तो पढ़ा है, मुझे वर्क फ्लोर पे जाना है, मुझे फर्नेस के पास जाना है. तो उन्होंने बोला नहीं लड़की जाती नहीं है उधर, क्योंकि वहां जहां पर भी जो भी जाती है लड़की वो बेहोश हो जाती है. तो उसने बोला नहीं नहीं, तो शी एक्चुअली स्पोक अप, और वो जाकर ना उसने बोला कि नहीं मैं करूंगी एंड व्हाटएवर. तो देन दे सेड कि अच्छा put her for 15 days in that particular department. So fair enough, when she went to that furnace, which was closer to that one particular thing, she put up all her gear and whatever, and within 5-7 minutes, she actually fainted. And she came back, and then everybody said, "Humne bola tha, tum faint ho jaoge." Now this girl, look at the resilience of this girl. She went back for the last 6 months. She took out all the history from the who all had come to that particular thing, and she figured out that even men जो लड़के पे ज्वाइन करते थे वो लोग भी वहां पर बेहोश हो जाते थे. So then she went back and she told कि it's just not me, it is the men also who after 5 minutes are actually also fainting here. So it's just not about women, and don't you know sort of stereotype women around there. And I think that's the kind of conversation that we need to be having around gender roles, around social norms, and around the stand that you want to take in society.
No, I will also share one quick thing because of the gender stereotypes. हमेशा हमें
यार एक क्वेश्चन भी लेना है, सारिका बड़े सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं,
तो चलिए
सारे क्वेश्चन ले लेते हैं, नहीं तो हम लोग फिर वैसे ही बात करते रहेंगे. So Shraddha, you've been raising your hand for a long time, and I can see you also. Can you just
Good evening, ma'am.
Questions from people who have their videos on.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. मैम जैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि एजुकेशन जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले कर सकती है हम लोगों को डेवलप करने के लिए, बट नॉर्मली फैमिलीज में ये देखा जाता है कि अगर हम कुछ बोल रहे हैं तो ये सीधा आता है कि पढ़ लिख रहे हो ना उसका ही नतीजा है. तो ऐसा लगता है कि बस अब हम कुछ और बोले तो हमारी पढ़ाई बंद. तो समझ में नहीं आता कि वो पढ़ाई हमें समझ में आ रहा है, एजुकेशन हमारे लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल है, बट पेरेंट्स को लगता है कि वो हमें बिल्कुल खराब कर रही है. तो उस सिचुएशन में ये मतलब उनको ये समझाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है कि हाँ हम भी मतलब पढ़ रहे हैं तो समझ रहे हैं चीजों को, बट उनको हम समझा नहीं पाते हैं चीजें.
अच्छा ये ऑनेस्टली श्रद्धा, ये ना बहुत सालों से ये लाइन आती रहती है, पढ़ लिख लिए तो बोलते हैं ना बन गए नवाब टाइप्स. तो लोगों को लगता है कि कुछ 4 किताबें पढ़ ली और आपको लाइफ की एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट वेयर पेरेंट्स आर एक्चुअली टेलिंग यू कि पढ़ाई लिखाई का काम नहीं है. उनका कहना है कि 4 किताबें पढ़ने से एजुकेशन इज नॉट अबाउट जस्ट रीडिंग 4 बुक्स. education is also about experiences. Possibly वो लोग अगर कहना चाह रहे हैं कि जो wisdom और experience उनकी है वो उस चीज पे थोड़ी सी ज्यादा अहमियत डालना चाहते हैं. बट मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि अगर कोई भी बात, चाहे आप अपने पेरेंट्स से बात कर रहे हो या अपने बॉस से बात कर रहे हो वर्क प्लेस में, कोई भी चीज अगर आर्ग्यूमेंट भी करनी है या डिबेट करनी है, अगर आप डिबेटिंग सोसाइटी में भी देखोगे जैसे लोग डिबेट करते हैं, उसकी ना पूरी, मैंने, मेरा 14 साल का लड़का है, उसको अगर मेरे साथ अगर डिबेट करनी होती है ना, अपनी कोई बात कहलवानी होती है, पूरी फुल पोथा लेकर आता है अपनी स्टैटिस्टिक्स और डेटा का लेकर कि आप पहले बताओ कि ये क्यों है, आपको लगता है कि गेमिंग करना खराब है, वो 4 स्टैट्स ले आएगा कि ये गेमिंग करने से उसको क्या क्या एडवांटेज है और कहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि गेमिंग करने से ये प्रॉब्लम होती है, वो पूरी स्टैटिस्टिक्स और डेटा लेकर आते हैं. तो आप जब भी अपनी बात रखो, उस बात को लॉजिकल पॉइंट से और डेटा से अगर बैकअप करते हो ना, and it can be, and I'm telling you, this has worked for me ever. I mean, I always write down my, I mean, Dr. Shuchi knows about this, that whenever I go into in a meeting, I'm always prepared. And a meeting even with my own husband at times, कि जब मुझे लगता है कि मुझे कोई घर पे बहुत बड़ी चीजें चेंज करनी है, and I know I'll face some kind of a resistance either from my family or somewhere else, पूरे लॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से उसको डालो कि क्यों है, क्या है, इसका रीजन क्या है, एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन, स्टैट्स, डेटा, then they will feel that हाँ पढ़े लिखे एजुकेटेड हो, ये नहीं कि हाँ बस हमने कह दिया तो बात सही हो गई.
Because Sarika, good point here where you said you would take data, but women, and mostly I think I also believe in it, they are emotional. We are very sensitive also. So how do we sort of manage our emotions and logic together?
Honestly speaking, I have learned it over the years. Use your girlfriends. अगर रोना धोना है वर्क प्लेस में तो कभी रोना धोना मत. अगर रोना धोना है तो रश्मि बोलती है ना 3 AM फ्रेंड, तो जब रात को रोना धोना हो दूसरे को फोन कर लो अपनी. That's why this girlfriend ecosystem. So don't think that girls can't be girls best friends या girls bosses मैंने होते हैं ना कि हमारी woman boss है तो बड़ी परेशान करेगी, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I mean, I think I've been one of the best bosses possible. So at least I can say that for myself. But you bring in your folks, show your emotions to people जिनको आप vulnerability दिखा सकते हो, and step away from that situation. Drink a glass of water, take deep breaths. जरूरत पड़े तो immediate react मत करो, एक दिन रात को सो के next day react करो, थोड़े से frame of mind को normal और calm रखो. It comes with practice. I've still not been able to master it yet, but somewhere out there. But bring in your very strong friends, strong people जिनको आप अपनी vulnerability दिखा दो, अपना दिल का भड़ास निकाल लो, उस situation से हट जाओ. Go back into that situation only when you're prepared is my mantra.
But tell me, most of the time we are always as women, and I've seen this is very women thing, where we keep on, putting it in our head and keep on putting our story, हमारे judgments, हमारे perceptions, हाँ, analyze and paralyze that we
बहुत करते हैं,
बहुत करते हैं सब लोग.
तो हम लोग भी करते ही हैं रश्मि.
हम लोग करते हैं, but sometimes I think Sarika, I mean, we've also now grown. Now we are in our 40s, so I think the little bit of confidence is coming out and has come to us in speaking up. Do you think where do you get if there's so much of conversation happening in the mind and I want to say something but I'm not able to get the confidence to speak out? How do I get that confidence?
See,
to have a chat with my family, to have a chat with my husband, to have a chat with my father.
Confidante. There are 3 things to it. Find a confidante. कोई एक friend, कोई close friend, कोई confidante जिसको आप third party view ले सकते हो कि भैया ये situation है, I've been emotional on it. Can I take an emotional view? It has happened during my promotions, salary negotiation, client negotiation, and including my family negotiations. तो आप एक third party अगर view लेते हो, and then फिर थोड़ा सा ठंडे दिमाग से सोचो कि क्या हुआ है. If possible, write it down because that's my way of coping. When I write it down, I sometimes feel कि चलो मेरा दिल की भड़ास निकल गई, and now can I remove the fluff? Can I remove the emotions part जो होता है ना कि अरे मैं घर छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा या मुझे ये जॉब नहीं करनी है, मेरा बॉस गधा है, रोज आज ही मैं पेपर डाल दूंगा, समझ के क्या रखे मुझे. Now those are very typical Indian filmy emotions. हम ना Indian Bollywood में पले बड़े हैं तो हमारी बहुत ज्यादा emotions run high करती है. So I always feel that movie खत्म हो गई है, अब थोड़ी सी पॉपकॉर्न ब्रेक लो, थोड़ा सा कोल्ड ड्रिंक पियो, ठंडा हो, and then possibly react to it. I think that becomes easier to the whole situation. So I believe I have those 4 or 5 very close friends whom I reach out to whenever I'm in any kind of emotional trauma, trouble, and we all go through it. And analyze, paralyze जितना करना है ना, वो करके खत्म करके उसकी पुड़िया निकाल के फिर ही situation में जाओ. That will be my thing. I think we have a few more questions.
Yeah, there is one question which has come from Parul Jindal, which is an interesting one. She says, ma'am, it's seen that women apply for jobs when they are 100% qualified, unlike men who apply for it with only 60% qualification. So, ma'am, what is the reason behind their underconfidence? This is the imposter syndrome.
See, honestly speaking, it's yes, what you're saying is completely right. And I guess that is the reason because we have been also brought up in that conditioning. अगर आप बचपन से देखो तो हमें ना एक एशियन पेरेंट सिंड्रोम होता है, मैं जो कहती हूँ, जो इंडिया चाइना हर जगह पे होता है, जहाँ पे बोला जाता है कि आप अगर कोई अचीवमेंट करो तो ज्यादा बात मत करो, हम्बल रहो, फर्स्ट आए हो ना बेटा, ज्यादा बोलो मत, देन लेट अदर्स स्पीक. मेरा कहना है कि खुद की बड़ाई नहीं करोगे तो कोई और बड़ाई भी नहीं करने वाला.
नहीं करेगा. Exactly.
You'll have to accept your own achievements also, which I learned in a hard way. और अगर तब भी दिक्कत होती है ना, तो अपने फ्रेंड्स को बोलो कि चल तू मेरी बड़ाई कर, मैं तेरी बड़ाई करती हूँ. Get a mutual admiration society around you. So somewhere down that line, वो बचपन से since हमें वो बोला गया है ना, लड़कियों को और भी ज्यादा बोला गया है, ठीक से बैठो, बात मत करो, कम बोलो, ज्यादा जोर का हंसो मत. मेरी शादी के फोटोग्राफ्स में भी मेरी बुआ मुझे बोल रही थी ज्यादा स्माइल मत करो, दांत दिख रहे हैं. अरे तो स्माइल करेंगे तो दांत तो दिखेंगे ही ना. So I'm saying we have heard these kind of sentences so much that वो हमारा कहीं पे over a period of time वो बैंक बन गया है under confidence का. And that bank to be eroded, you need to have that many achievements to be marked to you. तो आप जितना अचीव करोगे, जितना सक्सेस मिलेगा, उतनी कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ते जाएगी. पर वो सक्सेस को अगर आप ओन नहीं करोगे तो कॉन्फिडेंस आती नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई वी ऑलवेज कीप थिंकिंग नहीं मैं कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं कर पाऊंगी, मैं सोच रही हूँ. बिलीव मी, मोस्ट ऑफ द मेन 20% तक भी उनको, and I have met many idiots also in the corporate world, most of these men don't even know what they are getting into and still they get into it. And that's their risk taking ability. And possibly it's a part of the DNA and it's a part of the conditioning. क्योंकि they have been hunters in the caveman time और हम लोग nurture करते थे, so उनकी risk taking ability ज़्यादा थी. And of course फिर later on बोला भी गया कि लड़का है, आगे बढ़ो, काम करो, क्रिकेट को जाओ खेलो, बॉल मारो, all those kind of sports they played, all. And कहीं एक हद तक हमने अपने मन में कर लिया कि हम नहीं अचीव कर सकते इस चीज को. So somewhere I would say pick up your hands. In such a young age, you are in a very good position. हमें शायद इतना मौका नहीं मिला, but in your situation, in your young age, pick up the hands, ask for different types of projects, pick up your hands for different types of experiences. जो चीजें आपने कभी सोची नहीं कि आप कर पाओगे, आप कर सकते हो. And you have an access to mentors, you have an access to knowledge, you have an access to information, so much. तो अभी वो वाला जमाना चला गया है. So I think there's not, I will just share this new role which I took with Plaksha University. I've never done this before. And I simply went into the interview saying, I want to do this and I think I'm the best person for the job. And I got that, including another couple of offers which I also had. So somewhere down the line, वो मुझे 40 साल लगे to gain that confidence. I think you guys should not take that much of years of, to gain that confidence. You can do it now also.
Yeah. So let's take another question. I think Reet has been, Reet, can we see you? Then only we'll, you'll be able to ask a question. But you've been there, yeah.
Is it fine now?
Yes.
Properly. Good evening, ma'am. I'm Reet, student of political science honors, third year. So since I've seen that you both are married and I've seen that you both have come a long way. So my question to you is, have you ever felt personally, if you were to ask me personally, my views regarding marriage, they're very negative. I'm a very anti-marriage person. But I've seen that there's this institutionalized concept of marriage in our country, and that the person, and that especially the woman who's not married, she's considered to be, the society raises questions on her character. So my question is to both of you. So do you both feel that had you not been married to the guy you are now, to the guys you are now married to, do you think that your freedom or your aspirations or in short, you could have lived your life a little more your way than what you are now?
So Reet, I'll be honest with you. First and foremost, I think marriage as an institution is something which is a very personal thing. हम लोग ने शायद इतना कभी सोचा ही नहीं है जब हम लोग young थे. We fell in love and the marriage looked like a very, obvious next step, to be honest. कभी ये दिमाग आया नहीं कि marriage है और life change हो जाएगी और नहीं होगी तो क्या होगा. But if you ask me, any kind of a relationship, regardless of marriage or no marriage, regardless of what kind of partner you have, regardless of whether it's you're living with your parents or living with alone, every life gives you different kind of options, and you take those options, and every option will have its own pros and cons and will have its own destination. So I will not say that it would have been better. It could, I mean, it could be, I mean, who knows? It's all retrospective, or it's a what you call khayali pulao hai. I don't see anywhere my aspirations of freedom was ever curtailed. Yes, we both compromised. There were a lot of things which he compromised about. There are a lot of things I compromised about. There are a lot of things we both made sacrifices, and we built a family, and we gained also a lot more. So I don't see that I can say that my life would have, yes, my life would have been different. Whether it would have been better or not, I really can't say. Honestly speaking, I'm very happy right now. But I have lots of family and friends, and so has Rashmi, within our own family, within our own friend circle who are single women, and I see their lives are equally fulfilling. So there is no right or wrong answer to it.
I will also agree to that. There's nothing wrong. Of course, there are stereotypes to everything, even for a married woman, for a widowed woman, for a single woman. So that will be wo kahin nahi jayega.
Labels.
Wo fact, हाँ. So the point is, again, it's up to you how you would want to make it this thing. And especially, I mean, and also, I think whenever I go and speak to people and saying people who are interested in getting married, then please choose your partners wisely, because whatever is said and done, they do support you. So if you have a supportive, husband, definitely will help you in building your career, as opposed to a non-supportive husband.
So please कोशिश करना कि उनको beginning में ही अच्छे से train कर दो, बाद में train करना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है.
Yeah.
Partners or your husbands.
No. So this entire thing about, my husband, don't have an equal kind of conversation with them, because whatever is important to you should be important, and it should be a joint decision. So don't go with,
But yes, I do agree that many marriages don't work because they're not equal partners. So there are of those kinds also, Reet. But I would say it's up to you what you want to build out of that relationship. It's up to you what you want out of that relationship, and be very candid and honest and transparent from the beginning.
And again, if you don't want to get married, it's your choice. Be convinced about it, and that's your conviction. So that is, I mean, no, and Reet, you don't have to tell anybody, I don't believe in the institution of marriage. That is your choice. You don't have to do what you want to do. It's a free country. Fundamental right, equality to all. So don't worry around that. Yeah. So, Mansi, you were online and you wanted to ask a question. So please, can we have your next?
There's a lot of noise around.
Post-graduation have a job and then ultimately marry. The parents end up giving them an age limit till which they have to settle professionally. How can such pressure or mentality be changed? How can such pressure be dealt? So we've been talking about it. Sarika, you want to just quickly?
See, my parents have been trying to get married since the age of 18. हाँ, college घुसी नहीं, उसके पहले से ही वो दलाल आते थे. उस समय तो भैया भारत मैट्रिमोनी और इंटरनेट नहीं होता था, तो लोग आते जाते रहते थे, रेज्यूमे लेके घूमते रहते थे, जन्म पत्री and all that shit. तो कॉलेज बोला नहीं, चल कॉलेज जैसे तैसे खत्म कर लेते, तो सेकेंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर कॉलेज से चालू हो गया था. पर तब भी आई वेंट एंड डिड माय एमबीए. देन आल्सो आई स्टेड बैक, डिड वर्क बिफोर आई गॉट मैरिड, and that marriage was also of my choice. Again, as I said, it's your conviction, it's how you convince them, and to a certain extent, being financially independent and being good at what you do really helped.
Yeah, you have to be very confident about yourself, because there is nobody else to back out. Then at least you are there to take care of yourself.
But one of the things I would also give you a tip. I always find sponsors in various situations. So in my family, जब ये family की situation आई थी, I got my big brother as my sponsor. When I say sponsor, he was backing me up against my parents and all. In the sense, he got convinced what I'm doing is right.
होना चाहिए.
Same thing workplace में भी ना, अगर कभी कुछ ऐसा कुछ लेना हो कि किसी के साथ पंगे लेने हैं या किसी के साथ कुछ issue है, find few people around you who can back you up also. And that's why building very strong relationships around you, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in family, whether it's in your ecosystem, helps you a lot. So having that strong network and relationships really help you a lot.
Sure. One last question from Nandini Dogra. Would you want to come ahead and talk about it, Nandini?
I think Nandini has some problems with her mic. So she wants to ask, maybe I can ask her question.
Yeah,
she wants to ask about breaking the stereotype at workplace, how it works for queer community. So she really, because I've been telling them that you work with LGBTQ a lot. So maybe a few closing lines before we formally wrap this session about the queer community.
Rashmi, do you want to take that?
Okay, so I was thinking you will take it. Okay, no. So in terms of so again, stereotypes are abound, and thanks to Section 377, in fact, we are now talking about it. Otherwise, pehle, in fact, when we were doing sessions, and Dr. Suchi, you know that when we're talking about LGBT people in organizations, also they're not even willing to talk about it, and we ask them what does LGBT mean, and people will say ki nahi hai, pata nahi kya hota hai. But from a queer perspective, I think if you are what you are, then accept it. Talk about it with your parents, with your people that where you're working with, so that you feel that there is an ecosystem of support. Once you get that, then I think the world, the policies and the government things, and even organizations right now are very, very open to, sort of looking at getting people with any kind of orientation into their organization. And so is society as well. Of course, it will take some time. There is thousands of years of stereotypes and biases which are associated with this entire community, but I think it will take time. But stand up again is the same thing. There's nothing wrong with minority. If you're a minority, be it a gender minority or whether it's a LGBT minority, you have to stand up to your conviction and talk about it, speak about it.
I will leave the choice of coming out and speaking about it completely to the person, but we have noticed that all kinds of support, as well as there are many large non-profit organizations and forums who are also there to support you. So I mean, I always believe that, and if you know somebody who is out there amongst your friend circle who is doing it, but by just accepting the person who they are, that goes a long way.
Yeah, I think first step is acceptance of everything, and once you get the acceptance, then you get the confidence as well. So first of all, accept yourself. Talk about it in your smaller circle, and then sort of get the confidence to sort of ask for what is really yours. Don't be so the entire session today we're saying go out, ask your aapki muthi mein aapki the entire universe is in your entire palm, so don't let go of it.
In fact, Dr. Shuchi, in case if it's an area of interest for people to learn more about it, maybe you can even invite Dr. Zainab. Yeah.
Dr. Zainab, she is a head of diversity and a transgender in KPMG. We can definitely invite her to come and speak with her.
Definitely, because what we've been seeing that students are really interested in the topic of LGBTQ and how.
Yeah, because gender studies is incomplete if we don't touch upon that.
Yeah. So how much time do we have? There's one question that I think Mansi has been wanting to ask. Can we take that one question, or I know there is another speaker waiting?
Yeah, we can take one last question and then we may.
Yeah, Mansi.
I think Mansi has already asked her question.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Tanupriya Jain. Sorry, Tanupriya Jain.
Good evening, ma'am. So my question is, my mom is a working woman and she is currently government teacher in some school in an evening shift, obviously. And because वहाँ पे कोई principal नहीं है, तो she is in charge of her school. So basically, she often tells me कि उनके जो male colleagues हैं, वो उनको underestimate करते हैं because she is the only female teacher there. In fact, many of my cousins, they are also working in some MNCs. Even they are gold medalists, but उनको ये चीज उन्होंने भी बहुत फेस करी है कि बिकॉज दे आर विमेन, तो उनके मेल कॉलेज उनके अंडर वर्क करना पसंद नहीं करते और समटाइम्स इवन अंडर एस्टिमेट करते हैं. सो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि ऐसा अभी भी क्यों है? लाइक वी ऑल आर एजुकेटेड एंड वी आर लिविंग इन 21st सेंचुरी. इनफैक्ट कल्पना चावला जहाँ स्पेस में चली गई है, बट स्टिल ये थिंकिंग जो है अभी भी प्रेवलेंट है. सो दिस इज माय क्वेश्चन कि अभी भी ऐसा क्यों है, एंड अगर ऐसा है सो कैसे डील करा जाए इस सब चीजों से?
See, unfortunately, तनुप्रिया, आप जो कह रहे हो ना वो एकदम सही है, बिकॉज ये हो रहा है. ये हम लोग भी फेस करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि हम फेस नहीं करते, हम फेस करते हैं. एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली अल्टीमेटली आपकी जो वर्क प्लेस है जहाँ पे आप काम करते हो वो भी एक माइक्रोकॉज्म है आपकी सोसाइटी अराउंड अस. अगर आप अपने इर्द गिर्द अगर देखते हो कि अगर मेन आर थिंकिंग इन द सेम वे, वही मेन जाके इन ऑफिस में या इन प्लेसेस में जाके काम कर रहे हैं, तो आप अगर उनकी माइंडसेट अगर अपने इर्द गिर्द नहीं चेंज कर पा रहे हो तो वही माइंडसेट लेके वो अपने ऑफिस में भी जाके काम करते हैं. दूसरी चीज है कि देयर आर नॉट टू मेनी वुमेन रोल मॉडल्स. बहुत ज्यादा कभी उन्होंने women के साथ काम नहीं किया. उन्होंने अपनी माँ, अपनी बहन, अपने घर पे उन्होंने यही देखा कि women have been caregivers, they have been nurturers, they have been housewives or homemakers. तो उन्होंने अभी तक देखा नहीं. ये last 5-10 सालों में suddenly women are seeing in are visible in leadership positions. तो ये जो generation है, जो 40 साल उम्र के जो लोग हैं, इन्होंने unfortunately कभी उतनी strong women leaders देखी नहीं. और अब उनको अचानक से डील करना पड़ रहा है कि women at the workplace, women at home, everybody is becoming in very strong mentality. So उनको time लगेगा. The only hope is the next generation, to be honest. I'm hoping that my son, who finds these things very natural, he will be much more open. In fact, uske class mein there are more bossy girls, according to the whole thing, because they are, I would not say bossy girls, they are leadership girls. They are, again, it's a wrong stereotype, because we always say whenever girls are in leadership styles, we call them bossy. But actually their girls are stepping up, they are becoming the class representative, they are the ones who are leading the projects. अब ये बच्चे, अगर ये बंदे, अगर उन्होंने ज़्यादा लड़कियों को में देखा है, तो ये ज़्यादा accept करेंगे उनको workplace में भी. So it will take a generation to change the mindset, unfortunately, Tanupriya.
वही हम लोग बोल रहे हैं.
That is to be very good at what you do. Again, be very specific. Don't stand up for shit, and be to the point. Emotions को run मत करने दो, but make sure that you're running to the point and you tell, cut. These are the things I did. This is why I think this is to be done, and this is why you need to ultimately do this for me. Period. It's work at the end of the day.
So Tanupriya, the last thing from me would be that, it should not about कि ये लोग क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं, ऐसे क्यों सोच रहे हैं, 100 साल से ऐसे ही सोच रहे हैं. I think only thing that we can do is change our own selves. So I think let's focus on our own selves rather than focusing around what the world is thinking. We need to be convinced with our own self. If we want it, we will take our share of pie. So don't get worried and don't get boggled, because there is so much of information out there and there's so much of mess out there in the world. We cannot go around changing everything. And that's वो जिंदगी है, चलती रहेगी वो. But अपने तरफ से जो change कर सकते हैं, let's aim to do that. And that should be for everything that we do. So, Dr. Suchi, I know we are 5-6 minutes ahead of it. We would love to have a conversation with the girls much more, but then, I think
1 hour doesn't do justice with the kind of participation we have, and you must come sometime again for the interaction with the young.
We would love to.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sarika. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you, Dr. Shuchi, for inviting us. And again, Rashmi, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, both of you. And it's been complete honor for all of us, Forum for Democracy and Mata Sundari College, Delhi University, to have you here. And it was an excellent session. We still have so many questions and so many interactions going on. I wish we could take as many possible, but definitely we do park these for the next time.
Next time, let's do a part 2 of the session.
All the best, girls. Again, don't lose confidence. Make sure that what you do, you are best at, and strive for excellence. That's what I would say.
Strive for excellence, be independent, not be dependent on anybody, and have a plan for yourself. That's what I would want to leave with these girls. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Dr. Suchi.
Thank you so much, our respected resource person. Hope to see you sometime very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.